Nigeria Island, Lagos. I am Benga Oreshegun. Today on the program. Again, Boko Haram strikes in Borno State, kills 40 persons, abducts scores. Lagos Speaker Obasa impeached as Mojisola Miranda emerges as first female Speaker of the State Assembly. And later on the show, despite fuel price drop, transporters say fares slash not in view. I'll be hanging out with Mayor Akinpelu and Majid Jamiu. Journalist Hangout starts right now. Now let's begin the conversation. Terrorist attacks continue to cast a shadow over regions striving for peace and stability in Nigeria. Once again, the Boko Haram terror group has killed 40 farmers and abducted numerous others in a brutal attack on Domba community in Kokawa local government area of Borno State. The state governor, Professor Bagana Zulum, condemned the act and urged the military to get rid of insurgents operating in the community. All right, Mayor, let's start this way. Despite the efforts by the state government, the federal government, to stem the tide of insecurity, most especially in the north, Boko Haram still found a way they went on rampage, killing people. Mayor, what else can be done by the authorities to bring stability in that region?
It is unfortunate that what happened in Borno State happened. But you see, no matter how strong or effective your security forces handle things, they cannot completely destroy terrorist organizations. Even America, as powerful as they were, they could not do it in Afghanistan. So, because it is not conventional warfare,
asymmetrical.
It's not, yes, it's not conventional warfare. So because of that, these people, when you seem to be on top of them, they would retreat to the mountainous regions or sometimes to neighboring countries.
To regroup.
And then they will lie low for some time, they will regroup and come back. And don't forget that ISWAP, who operates in that area, they are affiliated to ISIS.
Yes.
So they have enough resources, they have foreign soldiers. So they can always go and lie low for some time in different cells, and then when the time comes, they will come back again. So what they do now is what they can do is just like when you seem to be on top of your game in terms of security, you will now force them to attack soft targets.
Okay.
Before they used to attack barracks, they used to ambush our soldiers.
Super camps, military.
Yes, they used to come up to Maiduguri. But now, Kokawa those are on the fringes of the Sahara, towards that Borno, towards the northern end of it. So it's easier to attack people like that because the security people will not be present in such communities. So it's easier for them to come in, look at those soft targets, and then take them, because usually they like to kidnap people, especially women, so that they can help them, they can give some of them to their soldiers, and sometimes they can help them in terms of cooking and all that.
Exactly.
So it is a sad situation, but we'll only just urge our security forces to double their efforts. Because there is nothing they can really do. They cannot be present in every community.
True.
They don't have such resources. So we just have to tell them to double their effort. But it's unfortunate, but things like that will happen once in a while.
Majid, according to reports that we gathered, they heard that there are black legs, people who connive with the insurgents, feeding them information. This now brings it back to intelligence. How can we improve on our intelligence to fish out those black legs out of those communities, those that feed information to the insurgents to come and attack?
Yeah, I'll give it to the governor of Borno State, Professor Zulum. He has done quite a lot. And, like Mayor said, you can't rule out some pockets of attacks like this. I mean, targeting the soft targets, the weaklings in the chain. Before now, they used to take on military barracks, and they even take on theaters of operation. But that is has become a thing of the past. But like you said, in the last regime under Buhari, the kind of amnesty that they were given to some of these characters is such that allowed some of these insurgents, some of these bandits, they will say, quote unquote, they are repentant. But I don't see any Boko Haram.
Nothing repent, exactly.
So they come back into the community. Even despite the fact that government made some arrangement to be giving them money and some stuff like that, but their members over there will still come back and recruit them back. They even help in recruiting some of these, some of the villagers. So, and they come in to lure the villagers into becoming Boko Haram members. I mean, to the extent that they want to tell you that the only place where you could be safe is if you are with us. So in that wise, while I was commending the governor earlier in this encounter, is the fact that the government knew that we are, I mean, they are targeting farmers. Most of the 40 people killed there are farmers.
Yeah, it's a fishing and farming community.
Yes, so the government earmarked some areas, large expanse of land, with maximum security for those who are interested in farming. So they were there, and government cautioned that, please, if you want to farm, do not go beyond these secured areas. But you know, some people will tell you that I get the best of my yields in certain areas, so I can, I'm not familiar with this farming environment, but I think they should heed the warning from the government, and at least for now, while the government in collaboration with the security agencies are dealing with the insurgents in other areas, there should be information management such that people should understand that these are not normal clients.
Are you blaming the victims for not heeding the advice of the government?
You see,
the victims, are you blaming them?
I won't say I blame them, but then, you see, when there is a security breach, then we know things are not normal. It's like, I mean, it's not a normal situation where you have IDPs, people living in IDPs. Everybody wants to live in the comfort of his home,
yes,
in the comfort of his village. But, I mean, when we have situations where, for example, Kukawa village has been attacked severally from 2019 and thereabouts, and there's even some area very close to Chibok community. So, and these attacks come from the Shad region. So, these characters understand the terrain. So they lash in on that to take on those who stray into areas outside this comfort, these secured farming zones. I think this is where this happened. This attack happened 4:30 p.m. on a Sunday, not even at night, during the day. So I think government should do more by letting the locals know that it is in their interest to, I mean, if you want to farm, restrict yourself to the secured farming area.
Don't go
beyond that. At least till their government is able to, to get to other areas. I mean, government keeps expanding those farming centers that are secured, and they are working in collaboration with the security operatives. So I think that is the way to go.
The Chief of Defense Staff last week talked about, he assured Nigerians that security will improve. But seeing this, 40 persons and scores injured, are you convinced?
Yes, I am.
That security will improve?
I am, yes, because the Chief of Defense Staff has proved beyond all real doubt that he understands what he's doing. And the National Security Advisor, too, is doing a lot of good job, in different, because this insecurity is not only in Borno State. is different. Where we have terrorists in that zone, we have bandits everywhere. So they will be able to show that they're on top of their game. And what I would just advise is that to be able to guide against this kind of thing that we are with, this kind of attack that happened, I think government should try to create like a mobile response force that can be called upon at quick notice, maybe through a quota or paratroopers and all that, they'll be able to get to a particular situation at the same time. Then they can, in all these communities that are in those far-flung places, they can have security agents embedded in those communities.
But I heard that there's a DSS officer in every local government.
Yeah, they can do more, because what I'm saying so is that when they have a security unit in all these places, what their own job is to be able to contact the response force when an attack like that is ongoing. Because, you know, when you kill those people and you kidnap as many people as was reported, it's not something you will do in minutes. It's going to take hours.
Yeah, sure.
You understand what I'm saying? So if we have security people, security units embedded in those places, they can immediately contact the rapid response force to be able to respond to those things. Because, for example, if security forces, for whatever reason, had they appeared on the scene, they will not be as successful as they were. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? So that's one of the things that I want to suggest, because you cannot establish security areas in everywhere. They don't even have that resources. So what you will do is that the areas that you cannot get to, put a unit in place like a rapid response force that you can call upon, and they will go to that particular area.
So that means like a civilian JT, civilians involved?
No. Security units. Just security? Security units. Security, they can have GF working with them. But it is important that intelligence must be there, because if you want to even attack, there will be signs. They will see signs.
Exactly. This is where
they will see signs. They will see signs that, oh, it seems something is imminent. So those people will be able to now tell their rapid response force for them to be able to come. But like I said, it is unfortunate, but it's something that will happen once in a while. You know, the frequency has decreased considerably, which is very commendable. But it happens once in a while. Like I said, even in scenario climbs, it's so difficult to.
The CDS talked about security will improve. Mojid, 40 persons gone, just like that. Scores injured. Are you still convinced?
Yes, I mean, not just the CDS, the Chief of Army Staff, the Navy, the Air Force. I mean, you know, several times they've had air raids followed by ground troops, all aimed at eliminating or decapacitating these insurgents. You know, I keep saying it that each time we record a success of getting some of these characters out, I mean, especially in Zamfara and in the northeast areas, they go back, re-strategize, and unleash terror on the weak link in the weak links in the chain by targeting soft targets. This is a result of some of such 40 farmers. I mean, trying to earn a living, doing farming. I mean, hard work, trying to feed their family. So we need to strategize more and improve on our intelligence gathering, especially the security agencies, and also engage more of the trusted locals, the one we call the JTF, the civilian guys who assist them, because you need people in the local local areas, in the neighborhoods, to be able to give you information on the activities of these characters, so that it will help their own intelligence gathering.
All right, then. All right, let's move straight to our next conversation. In the words of the Chinese philosopher Confucius, the wheel of fortune turns round incessantly, and who can say to himself, I shall today be uppermost? In a significant turn of events, The Lagos State House of Assembly has witnessed a historic leadership change following the impeachment of Mudashiru Obasa as Speaker. Obasa's impeachment came on the heel of allegations of corruption and gross misconduct leveled against him. Rising from the political tides, Mojisola Miranda made history by becoming the first female Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly since its inception in 1979. Now let's share the story by TVC News Adedoja Salam Adeni with you.
It is indeed the end of an era, and the drama that culminated the conclusion of a man whose stature loomed large since 2015 has left many in shock. There was an unusual security presence mounted at the entrance of the Lagos State House of Assembly. Then lawmakers were seen driving in. It's not Tuesday, but this was yet an unusual sitting at the chamber. The tones were hushed until the event happened.
In line with the provision of section of 92, section 2, section C of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended, I hereby move that the Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Mudashiru Ajayi Obasa, be removed as Speaker of this House Assembly for the following reason. 1. Gross misconduct and poor leadership, including perpetual lateness to legislative sections and meetings. 2. High-handedness and lack of regard for honorable member at all times, intimidation and suppression of members, including inciting members against one another. 3. Financial impropriety, misappropriation of funds and lack of transparency in its management of the House of Assembly funds.
Totaling into 29 honorable members of the Lagos State House of Assembly. All in favor say aye. Aye. All against say nay. The ayes have it.
The now former Speaker, Mudashiru Ajayi Obasa, has been impeached, and his former deputy, Mojisola Miranda, coronated as the new Speaker and the first female Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly.
I, Mojisola Lasbat Miranda, do solemnly swear and affirm
that I will be faithful.
That I will be faithful
As the Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly.
as the Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly.
That I will perform my functions honestly.
That I will perform my functions honestly.
To the best of my ability.
To the best of my ability.
Political watchers believe his costly statement, disrespect to the governor and the governor's advisory council members, where he played God, may have led to his removal.
Becoming governor is secondary. It is something that I have not given a serious consideration. Nevertheless, that does not mean I am too young or lack experience to run, whereas those who have been before me are not better off.
Meanwhile, outside the premises, police arrested some people who claim to be from Agege for a courtesy visit.
Before now, there is a discontent between the executive and legislative arm of government in Lagos State, which culminated on the drama that ensued at the Lagos State House of Assembly on 21st of November 2024, when Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu presented the budget of 3 trillion naira to the Assembly, where the lawmakers were saying code to the executive, all in dark glasses. Adedoja Salam Adeniyi, TVC News, Lagos.
The impeachment of Honorable Mudashiru Obasa. Okay, Mayor, we've heard the official and unofficial reasons for his impeachment and why he was removed. Did you see this coming? Let me have your thoughts on that.
No, I did not see it coming. I have to be honest. I didn't see it coming. But let me start by saying that what happened is very unfortunate. Very unfortunate because, with all sense of responsibility,
Okay.
Mudashiru Obasa is one of the best speakers in that House of Assembly.
Oh, really?
Yes, one of the best. And the House of Assembly, the Lagos State House of Assembly, before him, during his reign, and now, is the best House of Assembly in the country. They are miles ahead of other House of Assembly. So sometimes it hurts when you lose your job, not because you are not good enough, but because you don't understand the importance of power.
Okay.
I will say that the speaker became, you know, when you have been in power for a long time, you start making some mistakes. you see yourself more than who you are. So I think he got complacent, he got too comfortable, and he was making some mistakes. He contravened two laws of power. The first one is don't outshine your master.
Okay.
The second one is conceal your intentions. Those two, he went against those two. And I will start by saying that because he became comfortable, he did not realize that there are some powerful blocks in the country, especially in the state, especially GAC. So he did not carry the people in GAC, the leaders in GAC along. So some of them felt scandalized the way he was relating to them.
Okay.
And then another problem is that most people do not know is that there is an undercurrent power play. Because during the time of Aregbe made some decisions in the mandate group. And they were able to convince the leader to say, look, this guy made these appointments and changes in mandate without carrying anybody along. So the leader then cancelled that there should not be no mandate, no justice forum.
Okay.
All those groups were cancelled. Recently, mandate was revived and brought back. And he also plays a major role in mandate.
Okay.
One of the criticisms is that he's doing a lot for mandate. And he was saying that, look, everything I'm doing for mandate is not because I want to run, but because I'm a good party man.
Okay.
But some people felt uncomfortable that he's building structures and he's trying to prepare for governorship.
Okay.
That's part of it. So that was going. You didn't carry the people in GAC along, and then he now made a major mistake. He took on the governor publicly. He humiliated the governor and the party leaders that during the budget presentation.
November.
That was a mistake, a major mistake, which again shows that he doesn't understand the concept of the 48 laws of power, because you must conceal your intentions. Even if you have issues with the governor, you cannot come outside in public and try to say that. I can understand why he had issues with the governor. For whatever reason, I don't know, they didn't get along from day one. So, unfortunately, during this legislative year,
yes,
the governor was alleged to have sponsored Honorable Tobo to run for the speakership. So, when he defeated Tobo, he felt bad that the governor sponsored somebody against him. So, he also wanted to get even with the governor.
Get back at the governor.
So, normally, the tradition in Lagos State is that when they want to present budget like that, the executive will have made overtures to the legislature, they will have discussed certain things. No, when it's not budget, sorry. When they wanted to present commissioners,
okay,
the executive will have made overtures, brief the speaker and all that.
Yes.
But because there is no good relationship between the speaker and the governor, that was not done. So when the governor presented the list of
14 of them
were rejected.
I was surprised.
And then the party had to come in, resolve it, and they were passed. So they had that issue. They've not resolved it when the governor presented the budget.
Okay.
The speaker saw it as an opportunity to show that, look, we are here. You can't tell us what to do. You can't do that. Which was a huge mistake. Because party leaders were there, very powerful, Babalus and all that.
Yeah.
They were there, and they saw those things happen. And the problem is that those people also have influence, and they can reach the leader to complain that these are the things that we've been saying. But I think that what nailed him, what made him to be removed, was the local government bill, which was another huge mistake.
Now,
because if you want to do a local government bill, you have to carry everybody along. Because it was a very sensitive thing. You have to carry the leader, the members of GAC, the governor, even local government chairman. But the House didn't do that. And when they did the bill that only the 20 recognized local government, that's where elections should hold. And at the 37, they should appoint executive secretaries there.
Yes.
Was a huge mistake. Because one, the political leaders who are controlling those 37 local governments will not be happy with you. Those who want to run for Shamachi in those 37 local governments will not be happy with you. But above all, the leader will not be happy with you because it was the leader that created those local governments.
Exactly, a fought to make those
and
things.
it was not only that, he fought for it.
Exactly.
If you remember, that was the problem between Lagos State and the federal government at that during the time of Obasanjo, and Obasanjo refused to release the funds, saying that they don't recognize the 37 local governments, and that until they cancel those 37 local governments, the Lagos State local government funds will not be released. And it was like that for a long time. So immediately it took that. You have already made mistakes by taking on people in GAT, which is the supreme organ politically in the state, who also have the ears, those who have the ears of the leader. You are not only that, you have taken on the governor, who is the political leader.
Exactly, in the state.
Political leader in the state. Now you now did a project that now affect the interests of the leader. So all around.
Okay. All right, Majid, he has given us a background, the political side of things, but looking at it, can we relate the impeachment of Honorable Obasa to the saying of Lord John Edward Acton that talked about power corrupts, absolute power corrupts, absolutely?
Yeah, I would disagree with Mayor a little.
A little? Talk to me.
Yeah, by saying that he ran the best House of Assembly. No, I won't believe that. I mean, he couldn't have done better than
I said he was one of the best.
Yes.
I didn't say he ran the best.
Yeah, because if he is running the best assembly, for example, he will still be there. He would understand the fact that he needs to tread softly. I mean, look at the humility with which the governor did. The governor never said a word in all of this. And he was doing things deliberately to draw Sanwo-Olu out. See, apart from, he lost his seat as Speaker on November 21st during that budget presentation. That was the day he lost that seat. Because, you just scratched it on the surface. I was watching live on television, and several people were there. The deputy governor, all ESCO members, and most GAC members, and the party chairman, they were on seat 11:45 a.m. for a budget presentation that should hold at 12. No lawmaker out of the 40 entered the chamber till about 1:30. That's almost about 2 hours. And the Baba Olusi was there. And I think Baba Mutiware. And these are GAC members. And the party chairman, even if you disrespect the deputy governor and the ESCO members, of course, you clear them. But those governance advisory members, these are men that are far, far older than you. Obasa is just 52. I'm older than him. I was 57 yesterday. So you should understand how to play politics. I mean, so you kept them waiting. When you eventually strolled in, you started discussing International Men's Day that held a day earlier. You discussed that for another 1 hour, 1.5 hours. And while discussing that, the governor came in, following tradition and with respect to the number and protocol, and number one citizen of the state, the person, the lawmaker who was speaking, paused and said, "Oh, let's welcome." He said, "No, don't welcome anybody. Continue. We'll do that later." To show that, I mean, who is he?
Disrespect to the government.
It was live on television. I'm not cooking these things up. And I was like, what is going on here? People were sending me messages, say, MJ, what is going on? What is going on? November 21st, you can play back the tape. It's on YouTube. You see all these things. And after that, the GSC members in December, when Asiwaju, the president, came to Lagos, they went to him and said, "Sir, it's like we have 2 governors in Lagos, so I think you should talk to Mr. Speaker. The way he's been disrespecting the governor is disrespecting that office, not Sanwo-Olu. So you should know that even if you disrespect Sanwo-Olu, you should know that there are GSC members there, there are party members there. The party is supreme to whoever. You are number 3 in hierarchy, for God's sake."
Majid, let me come in here. Some persons are of the opinion that Mr. President's absence from Lagos has made the political scene in Lagos. No. That if the president was actually here in Lagos,
see, let me tell you something.
He wouldn't have.
Let me tell you something. I'm saying with all sense of responsibility that it is not that those people feeling cool with themselves that they impeach Obasa. They're not doing that. The order to impeach Obasa came from Abuja.
That's it.
Not from here. The order to impeach him came from Abuja. Without that order, they wouldn't have impeached him.
That is it. Can we verify that?
It came from him. Take it from me.
Let me
the order to remove him came from Abuja.
See, Obasa is so confident. As we speak, he's still in Atlanta. He's so confident that nobody can remove him without Baba's approval.
So, is there a possibility he might fight this? Because it was done behind it.
I will advise him.
No, there is no. It can't even be fought. Let me tell you something. You see, there's a difference between when you impeach an executive governor. There's a process. The CJ will get a committee. They will bring out allegations and all that. It doesn't work like that in the assembly. In the assembly, according to their rules, the assembly operates according to their rules. And according to their rules, they may decide, because the speaker is just one out of
it's force among equals.
It's force among equals. So others can decide on them by themselves to say that we don't want this man as speaker again, and they will just vote him out. You can't do anything. You can't go to court. You can't do that.
So
the only thing you can do, if they want to impeach you, is to stop that process from happening.
That is it.
That's the only thing you can do.
All right, now we have the first female speaker in Lagos, Mojisola Miranda.
It just shows that.
What are you looking forward to?
It just shows that Lagos. It just shows that Lagos State House of Assembly keep evolving nicely, because the deputy, I've been there. She's not a first timer. She's an experienced legislator.
Okay.
She has worked closely with the speaker. So I don't see the major difference in what will happen. She has enough. She has what it takes to lead the house. She has what it takes to do that. She wouldn't have been deputy without having that capacity in the first place. So the only thing is just that women empowerment. Now we have a woman as head of the most vibrant legislative house in the country, which is something that is nice.
And your thoughts? In addition to that, Miranda Lasbat Mojisola, I mean, she has broken some records. She is the first deputy speaker to become speaker in Lagos State, in the history of Lagos State.
In the history of Lagos?
The first deputy speaker to become speaker. And she's the first female to assume that position. So she has broken those two records. And this one, we were discussing before we got on the studio. She has what Yoruba people call, she has Okunidi. So,
are you saying she can be controlled?
No, not what I'm saying. See, if she, unlike Obasa, that nobody talk to him, he won't listen. This, which is the immediate younger sister of the Oniru of Iru land. Okay. She's from the noble Ojora family. So, if she wants to go astray, they can say, we know your people, though. You know? Unlike, as a GSC members went to Baba, the president, in December, to caution Obasa, he wouldn't listen. On January 5th, when they did the first Thanksgiving, it was televised live. He got there late. The governor was already seated. All the religious leaders in Lagos, the Catholics, winners, all of them, the GOs, all of them were seated. He walked, he strode in casually. When the program was in session, disrupt them. Then he was greeting people around. I was like, what is going on? What's giving this man this confidence?
But we need to go on a break. But I need to go back to that part, that if the president was still in Lagos, still residing in Lagos, do you think Honorable Obasa will have this kind of, wings to do all of this?
Maybe we'll discuss that when we come back.
Okay, we need to go on this. We need to go on this quick break, and when we return, the conversation continues. Don't go anywhere. Still Journalist Hangout.
and cable. Great quality, now with the new look.
This is a public service announcement. The Nigeria Police Force wishes to bring to the notice of the general public the declaration of the displayed person. Mr. Edward Ejembi Omaga is wanted by the Office of the Deputy Inspector General of Police, Force Criminal Investigations Department, FCID, Force Headquarters Abuja, for the crimes of criminal defamation of character, cyberbullying, economic sabotage, and conduct likely to cause breach of peace. If you have any information on his whereabouts, please contact the nearest police station or call 0803-758-8698. The numbers, once again, is 0803-758-8698. Announcer ACP Olumuyiwa Adejobi, Force Public Relations Officer, Force Headquarters, Abuja.
All right, if you just joined us, it's still journalist Hangout. I still have Mayor Kimpele and Majid Jami. We're still talking about the impeachment of Honorable Obasa. Your final thoughts on this matter? You were talking, but before we came on, you were talking about a vote of confidence somewhere,
Yeah.
you know?
See, 3 weeks ago, all the 40 members passed a vote of confidence on this Obasa, which shows that the power is very transient. When the order comes from the above, it will swing anywhere. What happened to Obasa today is similar to what happened to Ambode. Ambode was riding high, thought that, he was untouchable, that it could, he has worked, that his work will earn him the ticket.
The ticket.
But no way. The GAC members said, no, this one, in terms of character and what have you, we can't represent him. We want someone else. And that was it. So it's not just about your work alone. You must be seen to be worthy of that office in terms of character. And humility. It is humility that earned Sanwo-Olu second term.
Humility?
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
You agree with
humility?
Yes. My final take on this.
Yes.
Yes.
My
final take on this is that if I am Mudashiru Obasa, if I'm Obasa, what I will do is that I'll pick my phone and call the leader. If he doesn't pick the call, I will send him a text. And what I will say, and what I will write in that text is that, though things might not be the way you were informed, but I accept any decision that comes, and I'm grateful that I was given the opportunity to serve the people of Lagos. You are my mentor and leader, and I want to pledge that my loyalty is total. I would say that to the leader. Then I will issue a press conference.
Okay.
I will thank everybody to say, look, I want to thank the leader. I want to thank members of GAC for their leadership in the state. I want to thank the governor that had the opportunity of working with him for us to bring dividends of democracy for the people of Lagos. I want to thank my colleagues.
And I've learned my lesson.
Should we apologize to the Tozias?
I want to thank my colleagues for supporting me for these 10 years that I was speaker.
Yes.
And I want to tell them that I didn't take their support for granted. I want to pledge my cooperation to the new speaker, somebody that I know. She used to be my deputy, and I have absolute confidence that she will be able to deliver.
Yes.
All in all, I want to say that I'm still a strong, loyal party man, and that I'm grateful for the honor that I was able to serve as speaker for the last 10 years.
I think
there's no honor that is
I didn't see an apology in any of this. No apology.
No
apology.
It's implied.
It's implied.
Oh, okay.
So I would just that there's no honor greater than the honor to serve
the people.
That's all.
No, Lord,
and then I'll come back home.
He has heard you. He's going to contact you.
Exactly.
So I will come back home. I will come back home and lie low. Go do.
But you just gave him free service, though.
That's what I'm saying. If I'm him,
yeah, I understand. But really,
he still has a seat as a
member representing
Agege.
Yes.
Exactly.
So, I mean, he still has his seat there. But it's a lesson for everybody.
To everybody, yes. To know that power is transient.
Power is transient, and you must show some level of humility. In whatever you do.
I guess I need to go pick that book again, 48 Laws of Power, for you to just refresh. Exactly.
You need to read it.
All right, let's move straight to our next conversation. Beneath the surface of public persona lie unthinkable actions that defy reasoning and morality. In Nasarawa State, a gospel singer has been arrested after being found in possession of the severed head of a National Youth Service Corps NYC member. According to reports, the singer was apprehended by church members after noticing his suspicious acts near a river. The 24-year-old corps member, Salome Enejo, was reported to be his girlfriend. Majid, the get-rich-quick syndrome among some Nigerian youth, I won't want to say all Nigerian, some Nigerian youths, but this time by someone who identifies himself as a gospel singer. What is going on in our society?
See, when somebody sent me that video, I thank God the person cautioned me that, I mean, I'm sending you something and just be careful, because he did a small narrative. It's unthinkable, because I know this guy. His name is Timileyin Ajayi. Of course, I've watched his videos. I mean...
Okay, seeing videos on social media?
Yes. There is this so-called gospel singer. So, I mean, he killed this lady, dismembered her, Salome Enejo, who used to be his girlfriend. But you see, thank God for the vigilance of some of those church members. I mean, they were in service, and one of them just saw him close to the river. Then some suspicious movements. So they accosted him. Guy, what are you doing there? He said, no, he was carrying a bag. So what is inside that bag? Then he threw it into the river. So what do you have? He said, nothing. But so now they reinforced and called the police. They forced him to go and grab the bag from the river. Lo and behold, they found the head of that lady, severed, in the bag. They took him home to his house. Believe me, he already butchered the lady, I mean, cut her into several pieces, in another sack in the house, because he wanted to blow. I don't understand the one you want to do. There's nothing they call oble now. They will spend like 20-something million in clubs,
blowing money fast.
Drinks, Azul, ice, 1-point-something million. That's what they want to do. So, these guys, under being a singer, a motivational speaker, on social media,
but on the net, you're doing something,
slaughtering your girlfriend.
Mayor, what is responsible for this kind of behavior? Is it social media? Is it peer pressure, wealth worship, unemployment? Make me understand.
I think it's loss of values.
Loss of values.
In this community, we used to have values. People don't attach too much importance to money. It is your pedigree. It is the hard work. It's where you are from. When you get involved in crime, it's not only you that is embarrassed. The members of your family are embarrassed that you are involved in crime. Then we now lost all that. We build a society anchored on nonsense. You will see somebody who is a fraudster or who is a man of questionable means. They will make him a high chief or leader in the church. So everybody now came up with this idea that it does not matter how you get rich or make money.
Like the end justifies the means.
What is important for you to make money. So it has now affected our youth, and they started this nonsense they call Yahoo Plus, where they kill people. I don't understand. How can you kill somebody and you think that one will make you money? I can't understand it. How can you kill somebody and you say that when you kill somebody, it will give you money? How will it give you money? Where will the money come from? From Central Bank or from where? I don't understand. I don't understand. But they do that, and these idiots keep doing this thing, killing innocent people. Okay, this guy now wants to once he become a star, once he become a music star, so that he will be making money, buying cars and doing all those things. And one person will have convinced him that if you kill your girlfriend and bring the head, you'll be able to do that for you.
They'll tell him to go and kill somebody close to him.
In fact, it's just that, law, you have to follow the law. If not, somebody like that, they should not even take him to court before they kill him.
But let's follow
It's just that we have to follow the law.
But let's also look at in the area of security. You talked about the girlfriend, maybe they're dating or something. What security measures can one put in place when dealing relationship with others? Can one be too careful?
No. See, Mayor spoke about values. See, a similar thing happened during COVID when a lady, I think 400 level student in Lasso, was supposed to go to school.
Yeah.
Followed his boyfriend.
Yeah.
Went to somewhere in Oshun. The woman is the mother is a civil servant. Was looking for her. Well brought up girl. The mother of the boy assisted the boy in killing this the lady.
Yeah.
They said they hit her head with a mortar.
Yes, I remember the story.
And the boy who did this and the mom were a week later they were celebrating the mom's birthday.
So that he did something with
yes, until the law caught up with them, the police had to trace the SIM card of the lady, and they arrested the babalawo. Similar thing. So we need to really talk to our young girls that they should not fall madly in love. And when you are going anywhere, make sure you tell somebody.
True.
Tell somebody. That lady never told, the last lady never told her parents that she was going to Oshun. She was supposed to go to school.
She was supposed to be in school.
So the same things happen with Salome now. Salome is doing NYSC. She's a youth corper in FCT. Probably she went to visit this gospel singer, so to say.
I wouldn't even call him a gospel singer. He's just
values, our values. And for ladies too, they should stop following these oble guys.
I think
for those who will take them to club and spend millions on them. Behind every million they spend, only very few of them are sane, are legal.
All right then. All right, gentlemen, let's move straight to our final conversation. In economics, price reductions in one sector does not always guarantee relief in another, especially when broader structural issues are at play. Despite recent drop in fuel prices to 925 and 985 naira per litre in major fuel stations nationwide, transport operators have made it clear that a reduction in fares is not in the horizon. The transporters highlighted operational costs as a major challenge, emphasizing the need to observe price movements before a review of fares.
There cannot be a review of fares. How?
Should the transporters be blamed for holding this position?
No, at all. Because fuel is not the only component that makes the business of transportation.
Exactly.
There are so many other variables that you have to consider.
To service a vehicle, it's not cheap.
The parts are
expensive.
The parts,
exactly.
Inflation is at over 35%. So the transporter and the owner of the vehicle need to survive. That is their own means of livelihood. So there are so many things involved that if there is increase in the price of fuel, does not translate to that they have to reduce. Yeah,
some persons have always said that what goes up in Nigeria does not always come down.
No, that's not true. In the case of the it went up and came down.
Exactly.
So that already has been defeated. But what I'm saying is that we are not going to look only at fuel because that's just one item within the variables that make up that transport business. And you know, so many things with the cost of living for people who are doing that business, the cost of maintaining the vehicle, spare parts and all that. Everything is so expensive now. Everything is so expensive. So, and they are going to get that money from the proceeds of that fare. So that is, I can understand where they are coming from.
So who will come to the aid of the commuters now?
It's government.
The government?
Yes, government have to find a way of, and for example in Lagos, they are doing They're doing a lot when it comes to transportation. We have the rail service now. We have a very efficient marine service.
Yeah,
we have BRT, waterways. We have marine. We have a BRT. So that's the only thing, the way the government can come in and try to bridge that gap between private transporters and public, so that the people will be able to get relief from that intervention. But if we rely on people who are struggling to make ends meet, and we think that's the people that will solve the economic realities of our Nigerian people, it won't work.
Your thoughts here?
Yes, I will subscribe to the idea that it's government that can actually effect a reduction in these transport costs by introducing more electric vehicles, introducing more gas-powered vehicles.
CNG and all?
Yes, I mean, and also mass transportation initiatives, even as far as the local government level. I mean, in times past, local governments used to have transport schemes. Yeah. But I don't see such again. So, if local governments have their own transport schemes, and they effect a reduction, just like the deregulation that is happening in the petroleum industry now. Yeah. If you have one funny filling station somewhere, nobody will patronize you. People will rather go to NNPC or MRS now that are selling at very cheap or mobile, yes. Except those who really have no alternative. Those are the people that will go to some funny filling stations. You will see them. You will see with the deregulation now. You will see some filling stations. They have fuel, but just see maybe one Okada or Keke Marwa queuing there. Whereas at MRS, NNPC and Mobil, you will see long queues.
Long queue because they sell at,
just on Amobi Bello here, you will see queues at MRS. But go somewhere else, they are selling fuel, nobody is going there. Because you can't even trust their pump. Exactly. Even when they are selling at maybe 970 or 1,000, you can't trust their pump.
But is there ever a time when reduction in petrol
cost... So we are part of the problem.
Is there ever a time where reduction in petrol cost will, translate
if it is significant
for commuters?
The drop we are seeing now...
It comes out to like 500. It's not significant. It comes out to like 500.
Yes, like that.
No. We're probably, if it drops by about 100 or 200
100 or 200 naira.
Yes, we might have a ripple effect in transport costs. But from what we have now,
the difference is not.
The difference is just about maybe 70, 80 naira.
And what can bring that about is what he said. Yeah. If there is increase in the availability of those ones, those ones and the price is lower than what the public transport, they will be forced to bring their price down. Because if they don't do that, nobody will patronize them.
For competition.
So it's just a basic law of economics.
All right, it's a fine place for us to leave it. Majid Jami, thank you so much. As always, appreciate you for having this conversation with us.
Thank you.
And Mayor, I think it's our first time,
this is my first time at the Atlantic, yes.
This is my first time, the brand new studio. Thank you so much.
Beautiful studio.
Beautiful, thank you so much.
I'm so excited to just be inside the studio.
You're part of the family. Thank you so much. And that's it on Journalist Hangout today. Join us tomorrow for another episode of the program. You can watch the repeat broadcast of this episode tonight at 11. Join us on Sunday from 1:30 to 3:30 p.m. for Journalist Hangout on Sunday. We are on YouTube at youtube.com/TVC News Nigeria. I am Benga Oreshen. Bye for now, and God bless Nigeria.
The following is a paid presentation by ShopX TV. It's ShopX Bonanza time. ShopX TV is thrilled to offer an exclusive giveaway of up to 30% on the amazing CookX Air Fryer Oven from now till January 31st, 2025. Our incredible CookX 10-in-1 Air Fryer Oven that makes all the amazing fried food you love with 80% less fat normally retails for 299,950 naira. But call the number on your screen now and get it for just 199,950 naira, which is a whopping 100,000 naira off. Amazing! the incredible 12-liter oven that offers 75% more space for cooking than traditional air fryers. Stay tuned and learn about the amazing free bonus items included with the CookX air fryer oven. Say goodbye to unhealthy, greasy food and hello to nutritious, delicious meals. Its easy-to-use digital display and preset cooking functions take the guesswork out of meal preparations. The CookX air fryer oven is a 12-liter powerhouse that can fit a whole chicken and feed the entire family. Air fry chicken, corn, and tasty fish, and all made with little to no oil. Here is exciting news. You can air fry rotisserie. Regular rotisseries have no airflow. It's crisper on the outside and so much juicier on the inside. The CookX air fryer oven replaces a deep fryer, a rotisserie oven, a dehydrator, an oven, a toaster oven, and a microwave. It features a state-of-the-art touchscreen with 10 presets. The CookX air fryer oven is easy to wipe.
I am happy. My husband is happy. And of course, I have a happy home. From my grilling on check, to my frying on check, to my baking on check.
You could be paying 299,950 naira for the CookX air fryer oven. But call the number on your screen now or scan the QR code and get it on the ShopX Mega Bonanza deal for 199,950 naira. The CookX air fryer oven comes with a drip tray and a grill tray. But wait, there's more. If you order now, you get not one, not two, but 3 bonus items valued at 50,000 naira for free. Bonus number 1, an extra large rotating stainless mesh basket, amazing for French fries. Bonus number 2, our